If you're trying to figure out how to create a vendor in QuickBooks Online, then you've clicked on the right video. Whether you're entering a bill, recording an expense, or categorizing a transaction in the bank feed, you're going to need to tell QuickBooks who that payment went to. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create a vendor, not just one way, but a few different ways depending on where you're working in QuickBooks. First, let's look at the most direct way to create a vendor. From your dashboard, head over to the Expenses tab on the left, and then click on Vendors. Up at the top right, click the New Vendor button. Here's where you'll enter their name, email, phone number. If you're printing checks, the name that you want actually printed on the check to that vendor, and other business details, whatever info that you have. You don't need to fill out every field. In fact, all that you have to enter is the vendor display name, but the more you include, the more helpful it'll be for you later. So you can enter their address here. You can add notes about this vendor, attachments such as contracts with this vendor, etc. You can enter their bill pay ACH info here. You can enter their EIN here, and make sure to check this box if you need to track payments to them for a 1099. You can enter other billing info here if you'd like, such as the billing rate, the payment terms if they're always the same, and the account number. And if you always pay this vendor for the exact same thing each time, such as advertising, then you can select that default expense category here. If you buy different things from this vendor, then you can just leave this blank. Once you're done entering in the information that you want saved under this vendor, you hit save down at the bottom, and boom, your vendor is created. Hey, if you've ever thought, am I even doing all of the monthly bookkeeping stuff that I'm supposed to be doing? I made something just for you. It's my end of month bookkeeping checklist. Super simple and designed to help you stay consistent and keep from missing the important stuff. Just comment checklist down below or grab it from the description. Now, for the second way, let's say you're entering a bill and you realize that the vendor doesn't exist in QuickBooks yet. The good news is you don't have to leave that partially entered bill to go back to the vendor center and create that new vendor in QuickBooks. You can do it right here on the bill. So we'll click the vendor drop down here, and instead of choosing a vendor that's already in the system, we'll click the Add New button at the top. And it'll pop up the same window over on the right to enter the vendor's information like we did a minute ago. You can just enter the basics now and update the rest later if you want to. Then we'll click Save and continue creating your bill like normal. You can also add a vendor straight from the bank feed. So if we go to Bank Transactions, find the one you're working on, and in the vendor or who paid you field, start typing the vendor's name. So in this case, Amazon. If this vendor doesn't exist yet, you'll see an Add New option, and let's click that. Make sure up at the top you've selected the vendor here in the contact type. Make sure your vendor's name is correct, and then hit Save. And just like that, QuickBooks creates the vendor and fills it in on the transaction. This is a quick way to build your vendor list naturally as you go. If you found this helpful and want to make sure you're staying on top of your bookkeeping game, don't forget to grab my free end of month checklist. It's linked below, and it'll help you sleep better at night.